Hi, I'm Lisa the Love Coach. You can find me at Lisa the Love Coach on Instagram. Today we're going to get into why do you need a label? What is up with the label? I'm not saying that it's anything bad or good about the label. You're in a relationship and you want to know what's going on. How do you have that conversation? How do you get to the root of why you need this clarity and this label? How do you handle ambiguity in relationships? These are things that we're going to get into in this next video right here. So let's jump in. Okay, so I've been doing this work since 2015. I became a coach in 2017 and I've been coaching ever since. And so I have a ton of stories and instances and clients and things and real life occurrences with people that lead to this content. So one of them is this need for clarification of what is going on with us, what is up in this relationship. And so I will share a story, not only of me, but of my clients. So first we'll share mine. Prior to my current relationship, I'm married. I was in another relationship for 4.5 years. It was the first relationship after my marriage. And I waited a year after I had gotten divorced to heal, to return to myself, to get a lot of things sorted out in me before I went and dated again. Because I made the mistake while I was getting divorced to get into a relationship. And because I was so sad and so low in my life, I attracted a predatory narcissist. So that was a 5-month up and down, very volatile situation, which thank God I was out of. I was discarded. But it led to this deep post-divorce healing and transformation. So once I did that and I developed boundaries, I healed myself of codependency, I started to get very clear on my ability to have boundaries and advocate for myself in relationships and not be a people pleaser, not date from a place of scarcity where I'm hoping to be liked and approved of, but that I was dating from a position of power and strength and confidence. So when I stepped into that, I attracted this wonderful man. We were together for 4.5 years. We started off as boyfriend, girlfriend, but I didn't know we were boyfriend and girlfriend until about a month into the relationship. We had gone out. We were both living in South Beach, Miami, Florida. So we would bop around town a bunch, and we went to this one bar for happy hour, and I had left my phone charging behind the bar. So we leave that bar, I forget my phone, and we proceed to the next restaurant, the next bar. And we're standing there, and all of a sudden I realize, oh my God, I left my phone. So he quickly kicks out his phone, he calls the restaurant, and he says, hi, we were just sitting at your bar, and my girlfriend left her phone charging behind the bar. Do you have it there? It's a red Android phone. They said, yes, no problem. And he said, no worries, I'm gonna go there and get it. So he goes to and gets an Uber. But while he's gone, I'm sitting here like, oh my God, he called me his girlfriend. We never had a conversation other than in the very beginning when we first went on a date. I said that my dating style and my preference is to focus on one person at a time. And this way, if I am fully focused on someone while dating them, I appreciate the same in return, so that we can really just see if the vibe is right without any distractions, without any bigger, better deal stuff going on. Just let's focus on us. Let's go on 3 dates, see where we're at. And if it's great, proceed 3 more, and take it 3 dates at a time. And he said, that sounds great, sounds healthy, I love it, I'm in. And I'm very much a commitment guy. I don't like to play games. So we were on the same page immediately. So that being said, we already established through communication, and I teach this in my coaching, that this was my dating style. I advocate for myself. I lay it out, and I encourage people to do the same, and I teach them the communication skills necessary to do that with a very graceful, soft, feminine, empowering way, and it puts you in a high value position. And quality men love that. So we proceeded, and I was like, okay, so we're girlfriend, boyfriend. That's the way it is. So let's get into my client situation. She came to me because she had seen a post that I did, and her question to me was, she is with this man and they are both on the same page and it's going great. but he's yet to officially sit her down and have the talk with her about asking her to be his girlfriend, asking her to be a couple. And I said to her, well, typically men who are adults and mature, they don't really have that type of formal conversation. They might do it through their behavior. They might do it through the invitations, the things that they include you in. There are things that men do that show you that you are the one in their life. Now, if you don't think that that's enough and there's ambiguity and he's not consistent, he is few days he's on, few days he disappears, weekends come, not really making plans until the last minute, if at all. Some weekends you don't know what you're doing. There is inconsistency, and you have to wonder if this dude is just for you and you just for him and you are a couple. If there is any ambiguity there, you have to explore in yourself why you are tolerating that and how to communicate on that. That's what I talk about. That's what I teach, because it is a valid concern. You have a valid concern. I'm not minimizing your concern at all. I'm just asking you, or better said, suggesting, encouraging you, empowering you to look inward. Why does this matter to me? What are my values around this? How can I advocate for myself and speak this truth to this person in a way that is more towards a solution, more towards getting clarity, not accusation, not jumping to conclusions, not calling him, a non-committal son of a bitch and being all accusatory and combative. No, it's being curious, right? So the approach then would be, and this is what I advised my client to do. We did some communication work around this. And I said to her, well, I know what you're feeling. So let's talk about what you're feeling and get that out with me, right? So she could purge all that emotion, all that heightened emotion, all the stuff that's triggering her abandonment issues, triggering her issues of having an inconsistent father growing up, right? So this was clearly an inner child having kind of like a, mommy, I need you moment. And we were able to go to that inner child and satisfy her and soothe her and get her clear that we are going to advocate for her. So I say we because I'm teaching this to this woman, and then eventually she would do it on her own. So that looked like us connecting with this inner child who was activated or triggered, the buzzword of the day, through this relationship, not knowing, this ambiguity about like, what are we to each other? And then the second step was making the commitment to soothe her so that she can go play and be 7, and this adult woman can show up for that child inside her who needs that consistency and that clarity about what are we in a relationship. And then it's communicating it. So that's a 3-step process, and I teach that. It is effective, it is amazing, and it does not only just pertain to relationships, but it could pertain to family relationships. It could pertain to workplace issues, any kind of moment in your life where there's ambiguity or something in you is activated. Your central nervous system is like whack because you're like, what is going on in my life right now? I feel things are out of control. And instead of needing to control others and operating from a place of codependency, needing others to be different in order to soothe yourself, you can assess yourself and you can say, hey, this thing is bugging me. And here's why. And I recognize that there's a part of me that needs consistency and clarity in my relationships. I function better when I have consistency and clarity in my relationships. So I am going to advocate for myself in a graceful way. I'm going to have a conversation with this person, and I'm going to say to them, I have been giving our time together a lot of thought, and I'm having so much fun with you. And there are certain things that I just want to get clear on, and I want to make sure you're clear on as well. And it goes like this. I do so well in relationships where there's clarity and consistency. And I've noticed that in our time together, we have been going out, having fun, but then there are times where you kind of go off and do your own thing, which is fine because I'm doing my own thing too. I just want to get clear on your intentions at this point. Now that we've hung out for a few months, now that we have gotten rapport, we established a level of trust, I want us to be more clear about what it is that we are so that I can make certain decisions in my life too. And I don't want to do anything disrespectful. I don't want to do anything based on presumption or assumption. I just want to know where you're at so that I can operate accordingly. And that's it. It's a very graceful way to say, like, I'm cool either way. I'm not attached to the outcome. I'm in control of me. I just don't want to make any assumptions or presumptions, meaning if a guy that I knew from college blows into town and he says, hey, I'd love to catch up. I'd love to go to dinner with you. If there's ambiguity and inconsistency, I simply would say, sure, I'll go out to dinner with you, no problem. As a friend, big deal. I don't need to tell this man who's inconsistent and ambiguous with me. However, if that man says, no, we're a couple, I mean, I would introduce you to all my friends as a couple for sure. And, that was something I wanted to do with you next. I was thinking of a way to like have my friends out so that you can meet them all. And absolutely. I consider you my girlfriend. Great. Okay, cool. Now that same invitation comes, you can say, hey, listen, I have a guy in town who knows me from college and he wants to meet up with me, but would you be interested in coming too? I didn't want to do this on the sneak, of course. You're my boyfriend. I want to have respect for the relationship, but it'd be cool if I could just catch up with my old friend. And if the boyfriend is like, yeah, I'll come with. I'd love to meet your friend. Cool. You have no problem with that. You go together. All good. You tell the college friend, hey, listen, I'm in a relationship. We're going to be out and about in town. Why don't you come meet us out for a drink? I'd love to catch up with you. That's how you do it. You include that person, right? Or if the boyfriend says, you know what, babe, it's okay. Just go with your friend, have fun, go do your thing. And then I'll catch up with you after. Like, how long do you think you're going to be out? Oh, I think we're going to be probably like 2 hours, just, catching up, chilling out. Why don't you meet us at the restaurant after? The thing here is transparency, right? And you reach transparency when there's good communication with the relationship, right? So you want to start that from the beginning, and you want to do that by advocating for yourself. You want to be very clear about what your dating style is. You want to always be communicative in what is your standard, right? If your standard is, I only focus on one person and I expect or I would appreciate if they do the same in return, because if I get any sense of shady, I'm out. And if you can advocate for yourself and mean it and have a consequence, that guy is going to hold you in very high regard. He's going to say, damn, like this chick really loves herself. And she has confidence and she's not combative and she's just laying it out. She's like, listen, I'm dating for a serious reason. This is my time. This is my life, right? Like this is what she's saying without saying it, because a lot of women make that mistake. They get very confrontational because their central nervous system is agitated. They don't know how to calm themselves down, go inward, address that wounded inner child who is trying to run the show here, and advocate on their behalf. They don't know how to do that. That's the stuff that I teach. I had to learn this myself in order for me to attract the man that I'm with today, my husband. Very alpha, very much a leader, and I yield to his leadership. And I teach women how to do that. You can still be a leader. I have a fantastic, wonderful business. I adore the people that I help. However, I don't lead with that. I don't make my husband feel inferior in any means because I have my own business. He is amazing and he is an asset to me as I am to him. And I couldn't have the life that I have today without him pushing me to see what is possible. So that is my story in conjunction with my client's story. If you stayed this long, I want to give you a gift. Head on over to LoveQuestCoaching.com. That's my website. And there you can find a free love life assessment. There's also free blogs, articles, things that I've written that will help you in your journey. And you can also check out that website and hit contact Lisa and just send me a message. Let me know what's going on with you. What did you think of this video? What other topics do you want me to cover? What are you going through and how can I help you? So thanks so much for tuning in. I'm so happy that we connected. If you're not already a subscriber, please subscribe, hit the bell notification. I think it's there or there. So you get the little ding, ding, ding when this party gets started, and that you're always welcome and always invited. Thanks so much for stopping by, and I hope to connect with you soon. Bye.